Hello everyone, this is Pol Wah, and today I'm bringing you a Forge tutorial on doors. Most of them are aesthetic. They're to put in your infection maps to make the map appear bigger. And there's over 30, so this tutorial is actually going to be quite long, so sorry. And I'm not going to have time to show every single one of these doors in detail. So if you have any question about any door, just leave a comment and I'll make sure that I actually respond to you. So many of these doors are actually made by friends of mine. Well, 90% are made by me, but like the other 10% I asked my friends to help me out with them. So their names will be in the description. Check them out, they're awesome forgers. So I'm going to start from the left side. Yeah, you usually start with the left side. So here we have a door which is purely made out of barricades, like bluff and like barricade smalls. It's a bit expensive, but it looks very unique. Oh, can't do this. And you know, you get what I mean. Like this, and then another one. You can make it like double wide, you can make it a bit more like complicated. Just do it as you use it as you actually feel like. Here's a sticky detonator. You won't be able to grab that in game, so it's purely aesthetic. This one uses a vehicle pad, Mantis vehicle pad flipped over like this. Wait a sec. Like this. Oh, and then another vehicle pad just to cover up that spot up there. And then a brace tunnel here. And for this, it uses an antenna small, just to give this feeling that it's kind of like a door in a prison or something. Here's an elevator. This here would go up and down, would kind of take you up and down. And what's cool about this one is that there's flag stands, and these are colored, and you can have pretty colors here, like green or purple. And it's nice, it's pretty. And this one is a bit heavier, it's a bit more expensive, uses struts here, and for the main body, like, whoa, ram circular, just like this part of it, and then a platform large here at the top. It looks pretty heavy, it's nice looking. It would be more of one of the main doors, like you're holding out it in an infection map, sort of waiting for this door to open or something. This one uses a ramp stunt. Here's the main body, and sort of for kind of you have a step here which is a corner 2x2, and then just a brace tunnel like here up. This could be a door that would be found in a city maybe. It looks very city-like. This one looks more like something you would find in a temple. This one is pretty cheap. It's purely a walkway large. You'll have to find something to cover up that top part there. But then I use a ramp, any kind of ramp. Here I used a ramp stunt just for the middle part, and the classic antenna small just for the handles, the door. And here we have like a futuristic looking one. I really like this one. It's made out of basically UNSC towers, put like this on a 30-degree angle, I believe. Yes. So it looks quite futuristic looking, and then there would be another UNSC tower here just for the black coloring of the main door, and just the frame of it like white. It looks cool. It would be more one you would find in a spaceship or something. This one is very cheap. It's impact specific. You can only do it on impact, but it looks so good, and it's one piece. It's $10, and well, you can put this here next to it just to give the impression it's sort of being opened. But it's actually pretty useful, and you can actually use it in your maps. It will actually, it can be like a flood spawn or something, like flood coming out of here. I use it for flood spawns. This one is pretty cool. It's a bit, well, it's like $200, but it's like a ninja star, kind of. It uses brace larges, like this, and just a bunch of them all together just to give this shape of a star here in the middle, which looks pretty cool. Another one using barricades and tunnels, brace tunnels, like this and like this for the black coloring of it. And here, this is actually something I've used in loads of doors in this tutorial. It looks really cool. It's an antenna large, the body of a Schmeef, but actually giving it a useful in which it looks cool, not like in Schmeefs. And you can actually change the color of it, so it's like, you can make it red so it's locked, or not green, green is a bit too dark, but seafoam would be like open. And here we have one that looks really nice, very cheap also, a ramp, shallow, and just to add some detail here on the side, you can really put whatever, but here I just put a vehicle pad, damn it, a mongoose vehicle pad, because they're expensive, but they look really realistic. This is kind of like a garage door, and I used 2 containers just to fill it up a bit, and then I used a couple camping stools down here for the handles that you would sort of pull up. And like a light here. This, for lights I don't use flag stands, I usually use extraction crate mediums, just for the top part of it, like this, and it looks much more realistic. You can actually change the color of it, or it looks much better than just like the normal flag stand. Here, this one's one of my favorites. Very simple, it's fairly cheap, and just a couple sniper nests, you see, like this. And you can make it also so it's only one. And then for the handles, I've actually used a camping stool, but you can also use the antenna larges or whatever. And you're just a cone put like that. This one is also fairly simple. Uses ramp which I can't grab. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. On a slightly tilted, just so the top area isn't shown. And then just for the frame, just a bunker box, which turns it into an expensive door for no reason. Brace large, brace tunnel. I like this one. And this one is very expensive. I don't know, it's a bit strange, but I like it, so that's why it's here. So it's a tower tall, just the top part of it. It's also about using pieces that people don't use too much, just to have something unique in your maps. So this is not seen too much in maps, and like with a few, it's also like a garage door, you would pull it up, I guess. And then for like a couple railings, a couple antennas, smalls. And here is just to show you that these doors, these were very popular in Halo Reach. I just remade them in Halo 4. There's a difference between like the texture of a bank 1x2 and the bank 2x1, as you can see here. It's different. It does make a difference. Just for more of a temple feel, or a bit more futuristic and simple. Here, these are just ramp steeps I've just put here on the sides. And we go to the next one. This one's, I also like it. It's also expensive, but you know, it's unique. And it's done using only like Cannon Man. And they're light, of course, so they don't push you too much. And if you get too close to it, it sort of pushes you around. So, I don't know. This, I like it, but I wouldn't use it myself. Well, there's, as you can see here, the ones on the side are like this. And this one's very expensive also, just like a pyramid for the black color of it. And then for these here, I use brace larges, just for this caution pattern, which looks really cool, the black and yellow. I'm really happy they actually added this in. Makes me happy, because it does look good. This one is a ramp 1x2 shallow also, but just adding a frame. You can do any sort of frame. This one's a bunker small, so I wouldn't do that if I were you, because it's expensive. These are the like restrooms, like the ladies' restroom and the men's restroom, and it's done using extraction cylinders with blue and red. I think red looks like pink. Team 5. Well then, purple. That's it. And for these here, these are windows. And the classic antenna small. This one is basically done using windows and covered crenulations. And this one would be like a glass door. I've added it here just to show how to give like depth to the map, so it feels like it's bigger, but it really isn't. It's just, if we open it, it would just be empty. And it's basically just 2 monitors, 4 foot, and then base stripe. This one's one of my favorites, just because I've packed it with detail. Like, look at this. For the black part of it, like for the black background, I've used a pyramid, but on top I've added a bunker ramp, just because if you merge it just enough, just the logo is seen. So it gives like the contrast with the black and the white. Then for here I've added one of these antenna larges. Let me put it on red. And for this one here, I've actually added a base terminal in a 45-degree angle, which does this monitor thing here, which looks really cool. Another cool thing is this here. I've used the antenna small, like in the second door, but I've actually added an extraction cylinder in red, like it's some sort of like, I don't know, radiator or something. That like, yeah. Here's another one. This one I used a bunker box, and for here I've used a sniper nest with another of these monitors or antenna larges. This is very weird looking, tunnel long. Yeah, sorry that this video is taking so long. Yeah, it's just so I can fit all of these into one video. It's packed with doors. It's just so you get like loads of ideas for these. This is really a very ugly door. It's just to show you that adding depth into your maps actually makes it look really cool. And this is a way of actually doing it. Base stripes. This clean looking glass, which actually looks pretty cool. Well, I've just used a UNSC tower as a frame. This is central floor cap. One side of it has sort of like, would leave this sort of like black lines of whatever it is. And the other side, if you actually merge it enough, it's purely glass. And it looks pretty cool. It's actually pretty clean. And then you can actually make it so it looks even a bit different. It looks cool. I really like that. I use it for walls too, not only doors. This one is just another way of adding depth into the map, just blocking it with rocks and just adding some lights. These are just ramps put like that, and like in general just making this shape. Teleporters are also doors. This is a very simple one, just using a base shield, just so you can change colors and stuff. And this here is actually a bit bigger, but what I've used for the round shape of it is a gravity lift. And I think you can actually use one-way shield, which will actually, where is it? Here it is. It will actually look really cool. I think it does. With a contrast of blue and red. I don't know, I like it. It's not done very well here, but you get what I mean. And we're coming to an end, so here's like a cave door done using rock flats, just this part of here. Put like this, so it's kind of like a cave or something. You could actually use this. And here's just a crack in the wall. Like using the dishes just for like the tubing and stuff. You need to cover it up, but I think you can actually use it if we were to delete the rocks and stuff. You can actually end up using it. And just another dish here, and some debris. Be careful with the debris, not make it too expensive. But well, you get what I mean. So that's it, guys. That's all my doors. If you have any question about the doors or you have any doubt about them, like just feel free to ask in the comments. Leave a comment and I'll answer it and tell you what piece I used for that or that other door. So this is Pol Wah here, and I'm signing off. See you around.